much. And today's video is going to be 2-in-1 dress. It's going to be a palazzo trouser and a free top. I'm going to make this tutorial very simple for you to make. It's going to be a beginner friendly, so don't worry, you don't have to worry. So it's going to be a palazzo trouser and a free top. I don't want this video to be too much, so I want to get right to the video right now. So the first thing we are going to do is to fold your dress like this. This cloth is 4 yards. So the first thing you are going to do is to fold your dress into 2, like the way I did mine right now. Fold it into 2, and after folding into 2, I fold my own in 18 inches. Not too much. Let me make it 16 inches. I don't want the palazzo to be too much. And okay, this is 17 inches. I think it's okay. So the first thing we are going to do is that the band for this palazzo trouser is 2 inches. So the length of this lady, my client, is 43 inches. And 43 inches, and I'll add 1 inches to turn it down. So I'll turn it down. So when you add 44, that will be 44 inches. We are going to remove 2 inches from it, and it will remain 42 inches. So then this is my 42 inches. Can you see it? 42 inches. You are going to measure the pencil length to know the measurements of palazzo trouser. So I already measured so the next measurement I'm going to measure is the hip measurement. I'm going to use 8 for this person. You can use 9 inches. It depends on the way the person is tall. It's not my clothes, it's a client clothes, but the person is not that tall. So my own is 9. I always use 9 for myself, but this way I'm going to use 8 inches. And make sure you remove the 2 inches for the band out of it. You can see I already put the 2 inches up here. So, and 8 inches. And the next one is the crotch line. The crotch line. I'm going to use 11 inches. 11 inches. If you want to know how to measure the crotch line, just comment down below. I'm going to teach you guys on my next video. Comment down below. And the next measurement is your new measurement. I'm going to use 21 inches for this one. And you can use 28. You can use 22, sorry. You can use 22 and you can use 20. Just measure the person name, but this one I'm going to be using 21 inches. Let me go again. This is my waist, and this is my waistline, the hip line, the crotch line, and the new line. From here to here, I measure 8 inches. From my waist to crotch line 11 inches, and the new line 21 inches. So the full length is already there. So it's already there. So let's go to the view measurements now. Oh guys, before we measure the waist measurement from this waist, are you seeing what I'm doing? Measure 1 inch inward. You get measure 1 inch inward from this waist, 1 inch inward, and go to your nail measurement and measure 1.5 inch inward, and you draw your measurement like this. Measure your 1 inch inward from your waist and measure 1.5 inches inward for your hip line. And so let's go and measure the waist now. Waist measurement. So when you're done with this 1 inch inward, 1.5 inches, you go down to your measurement, to your down measurement, and measure 2 inches inward too. You measure 2 inches inward and draw your line to the nail line. You see, because it's a palazzo trouser, it's going to be free. So you have to draw it to your so we are going to do the measurement for the waist now. This person waist is 34 divided by 4, that's 8.5. So you measure your 8.5 and 1 inches for the allowance. 1 inches for the allowance. You're not going to add a dot because it's a free down. And this is the hip line. Hip line is this person is you're going to measure your hip line divided by 4, and this is 40 divided by 4 is 10. Then you put 1.5 inch or 2 inches with this 1.5 inch. I'm going to use 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch to it all. Let me use 2 inches. Guys, let me use 2 inches. I later change it to 2 inches. So for the crotch line, you know this is a palazzo trouser, so you have to be free and nice. So I'm going to be using 14.5 inches. You can use 15 inches. It's just the way you like. You want it to be free. I'm going to be using 4.5 inches, and you put 1 inches for your allowance, and you're going to put inside 1 inch. So for the new, you can just okay, we're going to go down. Before I measure the new measurement, I want the down to be like 14 inches or 15 inches. Let me just use 14. Let me use 15 inches for the down, so it will be free. So here I'm going to remove 1 inches from the 15 inches that I used down, and it's going to be like this way to be 14 inches. And draw your. So before that, we are going to draw the crotch line. You know this 3 line, you draw it like this. Draw it to meet each other. Just the way I'm drawing mine. Make sure you draw it neat and not to be too. So draw it. So once already, so you do it like this. Make sure you do like this. I think when I want to do the back part, I'm going to change chalk because I don't think this chalk is actually doing the job I want. So we are going to cut it now. Let's cut it. Let's cut it. Check the way I'm cutting it so you get it. I think I'm going to change the chalk right now. This is the front part, so we're going to fold the back to. We're going to put this fold on top of the front or top of the back to cut the back. So I'll be right back. So we are done cutting the palazzo trouser. If you want yours, oh sorry, I'm not cut out the 1 inch slope from the back, from the front. Sorry. So yeah, cut it out. So if you want yours to have a pocket, you can just measure 2 inches here. You measure 2 inches and 2 inches wide and length like 6.5 or 7 inches. How you want it to be, anyhow you want it. But this palazzo trouser did not have a pocket. So this is the front part. I already laid down for the back. I want to cut out the back. So this side, this hip side, this place side is going to do the same thing with the front. But this face is going to be a bit. We are going to, the first thing we are going to measure is the crotch line, and it's going to be 2 inches. 2 inches bigger than this. You can just draw this so it will not be different from it. You can just draw a straight line to be correspondent with the front one. Just draw a straight line and do it 2 inches. 2 inches. So you carry the 2 inches off like this, going from the front part to 2 inches, 2 inches, and draw the crotch. Draw it out. So you know normally the back part is always bigger than the front part. So we are going to 1 inches bigger, 2 inches taller than the front. So you do it like this, 2 inches. You seeing it? I think the pink color is kind of big. So you slant it like this, slant it, and you're going to slant 1 inches out of the front, so to fit very well. 1 inches and slant it out like this, 1 inches out from the front part. I hope you see it, 1 inches out. So the front one are between. So the 2 inches you are going to take it from just the way I'm doing it. You do it your own like that. Don't let it be more than 2 inches, because if it's more than 2 inches, you can make it 2.5 actually, but don't make it 3, 4, because it's going to affect the dress when you're sewing it in the back. It will look coffee. I don't know how to explain that, but I've already done it before. It was not nice, so be careful. Just use 2 inches and let's cut the back out. I'm done with the back. So guys, we're already going for the top. I think this video is going to be about only cutting. We are going to do part 2 of it soon for the sewing, because I don't know if you want me to do video of the sewing. Please just comment down below and I will do this video. So this is the top part, and I already mentioned the top of the person is the length of the top of the person is 25. So I'm making it 26 inches. 26 inches. Already drawn it. I think this pink one is a bit showing. So the next one is you're going to measure the crotch line of the person, the shoulder line, and I'm going to use 8 inches. 8 inches. And the waist is 15 inches. 15 inches. And this is the down part, 15 inches. So we are going to cut the shoulder. The shoulder is 15 inches. Divided by 2 is 7.5. So we're going to use 8 inches for it. Then here you cut the 8 inches. So we divide it into 2, that's 4 inches. And you put you measure quarter of an inch, just quarter of an inch here, and you draw your crotch line. So we are going to measure the waist part. If the bust, sorry, the bust is, let me check the bust. Bust is 38. 38 divided by 4 is 38 divided by 4. Let me take it. 9, 8.5. So 8.5. Measure 8, and you put your 2 inches. Make it 2 inches. 1 inch for sewing allowance and 2 inches for 1 inch for. But I want to make my 3 inches because I want it to be loose a bit. 3 inches. Then the waist, our waist is 34 divided by 4. That's 4 is 38. 38 divided, that is 9.5. 9.5. Just put your 3 inches. You can just use 2 inches, but I want it to be free a bit. I think the bust should not be too free. Let me use 2 inches for the bust, then I'll use 3 inches for the waist. So our waist is 34, and that is 8.5 inches divided by 4. Then put your 3 inches. And you measure for the down part, you measure your hip. Our hip is 40 divided by 4, that's 10. Then you use 2 inches, or you just use 3 inches. But I'm going to use 2 inches. Forgot to put the blue part to measure 1 inches from neck to it. So we are going to do the neck part 3 inches and 4 inches. So let's go. Guys, I'm looking for my scissors. So guys, I already used the front to cut the back, so I want to show you guys how the neck of the back is going to look like. It's the 3 inches and 1 inches. 1 inches. Yeah, 1 inch, and draw it like this. At the back you can put slip, but I'm going to be putting button. So here we're going to measure like 4 inches straight here. I'm going to be putting button. So guys, I'm cutting out the hand. If you don't know how to do it, and if you don't know how to cut measurements for your hand, just comment down below. Let me make a video about it. This is so I don't know if you can see them put it like this. I already want to cut the facing for the back, and let's go. You just fold your materials into two. Just fold it into two and cut it down. And make sure that this place, you know this line is 4 inches. Make sure that the line that will be in the cloth that will be down will be more like 4 inches, so it will be okay. So you just use it to cut any design you want. Oh my god, I really make a mistake. Any design you want, guys. Don't mind my own. Just make your own to be neat and beautiful. This is the way it's going to look like. Just see. Yeah. Let me teach you how to do the facing. So you turn your clothes into two, just like this. Just the way. Turn it like this. Put your dress like this. I'm kind of confused a bit from the top. So yeah. How you saying it, my people? So easy and fast to cut. I think so. This is kind of a beginner friendly because I make it very, very simple for everyone to get to know it. So don't even think of them that you did not get it. Don't that. So this is the back. This is the front side. So let me just explain. Let me explain what we are going to do now. So the first thing that you're going to do, you use your machine to turn this facing like this, like the way you're seeing now, and you turn it inside, just like this. Turn it inside, and go to your machine and sew your neckline and notch it and stitch it down, just like this. Stitch it down and use your iron to turn it, and to do that you turn it and use your iron to make it so nice. When you're done, you can use your gum to gum the facing and the clothes together if it's not. So that's the same way that we're going to do for the back one, but let me explain. You're going to use the right side facing each other, right side facing each other. So you take it to your machine and sew it like this. you know the back has a line, so you follow the line, and let me turn it so you see what I'm trying to say. So you follow the line. Take it to your machine, so it's like this. You follow the line and do it and draw it like this. So when you're done is when you are going to use your scissors to cut the middle half and notch it and press it down, then turn it and use your iron to press it. So when you are done with that, you take your you put your sides to sides like this, side to side, and sew your 1 inches down. Same thing to the other side, 1 inches down, and turn your down part like 1 inches. And I probably put one allowance there, so it's going to be 1 inches down. So after that, you put your arm, you turn your hand down like this. You turn the down part of the hand inside, then join it, and you put the hand inside. And actually, for let me try to explain for the trouser too. So the first thing you are going to do is just put this take it to your machine, this is the front part, and go sew this crotch line. You sew it down. If you want to put lining, because this cloth is kind of too transparent, so I'm going to put lining to it. That's why I say I cannot make this video, the sewing video. So you just put 1 inches down like this, and this cloth is I want to put zip in the side. You can put zip in the back, you can put zip in the front, you can put zip in the side, anyone you want to. Just take it to your machine and sew the crotch line. Same thing with the back, sew the crotch line, and when you're done sewing the crotch line, you're now going to put it right side facing each other, right side facing each other, and draw from the crotch line down here. You're going to take it to your machine, sew it in the down, sew it in the down part, and sew it in the side. And if you want to put zip in the side like this, you put leave 5 inches. You leave 5 inches in the side before sewing it down. And when you're done, you put your band, your 2 inches band down. Remember, you put your 2 inches band, and when you're done, put your zip, and that is all. You do the down part, and your up and down is ready. I'm going to show you guys the finishing part when I'm done sewing it. I'm going to put it on mannequin and show you guys the finishing part. Please, if you understand, or if you do not, please comment down below. I can do it again. Please just comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you guys so much. See you on my next video. Bye.